Good morning. Today on Spotlight, casting a safety net to combat homelessness in our suburban communities and lending a helping hand to Oakland County veterans. What's the goal behind the Be a Hero, Support a Hero awareness campaign? And are volunteers needed now more than ever before? Our guest, Kirsten Elliott, President of the Community Housing Network, and Lieutenant Colonel Sean Carlson, Deputy Oakland County Executive. It's Sunday, September the 28th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. Next year, your organization, the Community Housing Network, will be 25 years old. What's the mission of that organization?
So our mission is to empower people by connecting them to housing resources so that we can create thriving communities.
Okay. And what's the scope of the problem that you're dealing with?
Oh, the scope is pretty big right now, and it's ever growing. People who have this envision of who folks that have housing instability are out on the street, and but really there is this whole bunch of people that are homeless that are living underneath where we can see. So they are doubled up, they are living in motels, they are working, they're making it get by as much as they can, but because wages haven't increased with the rents, they can't afford an apartment. And so they're just having lots of instability for themselves and for their families.
Your concentration is in Oakland and Macomb?
Oakland and Macomb and
traditionally suburban areas?
Yep, traditionally suburban areas.
Describe a little bit for the average person what is impacted by this and what it means if we don't fully address this issue.
Yeah, that's a really great question. So what's impacted is that we have more instability across our economy. Housing, making sure that everybody has a safe place to live so that they can be productive members of our society, so that their children can go to school, so that they can work, so that employers can have access to consistent employees, means that our whole economy thrives. So when we have folks that are not able to participate fully in our economy, everybody loses. And we lose that fabric, that social fabric, and that is so important when we have that sense of connection and belonging that builds community.
Mm-hmm. The average person that probably comes to you, what kind of stories do you traditionally hear?
Yeah, the average.
And I realize they're all a little different. But.
Yeah, so I think one thing to kind of taking a higher look that, 42% of Michiganders can't afford to meet their basic needs. A family of 4 in Michigan needs to earn about $90,000 in order to meet their basic needs. And our median income here in Michigan right now is $71,000. So the people that come to us the most, they're working and their hours were cut, or there was an illness in the family and they lost their housing, or their rents went up, because that's been happening a lot. And so when their rents go up, they can't continue to afford it. And then because they were already right there on the margin and just barely getting by. And so now they're really desperate for some affordable housing, and there just aren't enough housing units to help to support them.
As president of this organization, mm-hmm. do you deal more with policy, or do you deal more with the hands-on of the problem, or a combination of it all?
A combination of it all. So I definitely am more working on policy and talking to lawmakers and talking to our county folks and our local municipalities about the need to support affordable housing efforts. But I also definitely deal with a hands-on with our folks day to day. And I have a whole great team of folks at CHN that help to support all of the work that we do.
Have you seen more cutbacks as of late, from whether it's federal or state or even municipalities?
Yeah, so what we're starting to see now is we're starting to see a tightening, or we've been getting some cuts on our grants, right? Just 10% here, maybe 20%, or they're reducing the length of time of a grant. And there's a lot of uncertainty. So there's a lot of folks who are like, well, we're not really sure about making that investment right now. And so we are starting to see that. And at the same time, while we're facing these uncertainties coming for us, we're seeing the increased call volume in our Housing Resource Center. So people are coming to our door more and more now. It used to be when we had our walk-in appointments, We used to have maybe 2 or 3 people would come in. Now we have people lined up at the door coming in, and we're seeing about 20 to 25 families coming in just for our walk-ins. That's not including people calling in, which people call in. We get probably about 100 calls, 150 calls a day right now.
All right, I know that you have a lot of programs to be able to help people in this situation. We're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the programs that are offered by your organization.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Miss Elliott. Welcome back to Spotlight, talking to Kirsten Elliott. She is the president of the Community Housing Network. You have lots of programs that you offer to be able to hopefully address the problem and in many instances solve the problem. What's the overall solution to the problem?
The overall solution, aside from rising wages, which I can't do anything about, is building more housing. We need more housing units for middle-income individuals and for those who are on the lower economic scale.
And do you have a favorite program within the scope of all the things that you offer?
Yes, and some of my staff might get mad at me for saying I have a favorite, but yes, it's real estate development. And the reason why that is my favorite is because that is part of this, that's the solution. We need more units of housing where people can call it a home. And the more that we can build, the more that will reduce the problem that we're having right now with people not being able to afford their rents.
Okay. What are some of the other programs that you have?
So we have everything from homeless street outreach, which helps people who are living on the street get into housing. We also have permanent supportive housing, so working with folks who have been homeless, getting them into housing with wraparound supports so that they can achieve their goals and become sustainable. Also prevention, which is actually one of my other favorites, is because it helps people stay in housing, right? You have one crisis and you shouldn't have to lose your housing because your wages went down for a short period of time, you were sick, your child was sick, so that we are able to come in and provide some funds so that they can stay housed. If we can prevent someone from getting homeless, it's a cost a lot less to pay a couple months rent than to have to get them rehoused.
Yeah. Once someone comes to you, how long does it normally take to be able to get them on their feet on average?
On average, depending upon the situation, it could be anywhere from 2 months to 6 months or more. It's so dependent, size of the family, resources that are available at that time. I would say that on a whole, like in Oakland County right now, we have over 300 people on our housing registry working with all of our other community partners that are waiting for housing for some of the resources that we have. There just isn't enough resources to meet the need right now. So sometimes it might be, more than 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Do you need lots of volunteers?
We do need volunteers. We need volunteers to help us do outreach to our communities, to help do back to school, like for instance, back to school backpack drives, holiday drives. We definitely can use those volunteers.
Yeah, and are there other organizations throughout the community that you found are very helpful in being partners with you?
Absolutely. We are part of an ecosystem and we do just a part of the housing piece, and if it wasn't for all of our partners throughout the whole Metro Detroit region, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. For instance, Forgotten Harvest and all of the food services that they provide. Many of the shelters in Detroit and Oakland County, like Hope Shelter or Lighthouse or McCrest in Macomb County, we work with them. They help them have the emergency shelter, but then we get them into the permanent housing. And so we're all part of the same ecosystem. And then workforce development, healthcare. I mean, it's, we are so dependent on each other.
Ms. Elliott, what's the biggest myth that you seem to have to deal with?
I think the biggest myth is this idea that people who have housing instability are violent criminals, are addicted. While that is true for some cases, meaning they might have substance use disorder or they might need some access to mental health resources, the majority of people who are experiencing homelessness or housing instability, they're working, they want to be productive members of society, they want to belong, right? We're all human and we all have the same desires to be part of something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah. Final question. What do you see as the future of this problem and how our nation needs to address it?
Well, I'm going to go with how our nation needs to address it. We need to have a more open and compassionate heart for those that are most vulnerable. And we need to be able to provide the resources that all of our citizens need to be able to have successful, sustainable lives. We've seen during the pandemic, there was a lot of resources that were given towards housing to making sure that those who are in crisis could stay housed. And it worked. Our homeless numbers went down.
They did go down.
They did go down. And now that those funds are dried up, they're going back up. And again, we need to also raise our wages. We need to really compensate people for the fair work that they're doing.
Right. Kirsten Elliott, President of the Community Housing Network, thank you so much for coming in, sharing this very important information, information that truly impacts our society.
It really does. And thank you so much for having me and helping me talk about this great topic.
It's our pleasure and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And when we come back, we'll turn our attention to helping veterans in our community. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back to Spotlight. Joining me now is Lieutenant Colonel Sean Carlson. He is the Deputy Oakland County Executive, and he is retired from the United States Air Force. How many years?
28 years in the military altogether. I spent a couple of my earlier years in the Army, and then I switched over to the Air Force when I was in college.
All right, so no wonder you have blue on today.
Yeah, that's right.
Air Force colors.
Air Force blue.
Yeah. Back on Labor Day, you started a campaign to help veterans. Tell us about that program. Why was it started? And what do you hope to accomplish?
Yeah, we kicked off on Labor Day all the way up to Veterans Day, which will be, Veterans Day will be another 44 days away, but it's be a hero, support a hero. It's really important. Abraham Lincoln, I think, said it best when he said, "A nation that provides for its veterans and families demonstrates that it values their sacrifice." And in the Coulter administration, we've continually have tried to lean in to make sure that our 50,000 veterans that are in Oakland County, that represent about 4% of our population, that we value their sacrifice, we value their service, and we want to show respect and gratitude. And so we have programs that we've constantly been out there leaning into, veteran resources fairs, This Rides on Us, and also addressing food insecurity. And so Be a Hero, Support a Hero is all about us trying to raise some additional funds to really lean in, because we've seen a lot of success in Oakland County with what we've been doing the last couple of years.
Lieutenant Colonel, as a society, as a country, how are we doing taking care of our veterans? Getting better, getting worse, or about the same?
I think we can always be doing better, right? And in Oakland County, our approach is, there could be this feeling of, hey, it's not our responsibility, it's the nation's responsibility, it's the Veterans Administration's responsibility, or it's the state's responsibility, it's not us as a county. And that quote talked about a nation. Well, Oakland County is just one of 3,100 counties in this nation. Mm-hmm. But what we want to demonstrate and what we want to show and value is that we value this. And I think as a nation, we can always be doing better for our veterans. There's a lot of food insecurity out there. There's a lot of issues where people are, the older they get, the mobility of getting around their community. And I think we can be doing better. And I think it's important too from a national cohesion perspective. And what I mean by that is, it's important for our society to show that the civilian population supports the military population. I think that's important. We saw when there wasn't national cohesion there, in the late 60s and the early 70s and what that did. And I really value a lot of the Vietnam vets who made sure and made it their purpose a few years ago when we started having the conflicts in the Middle East to make sure that our veterans were being recognized when they came home.
For most veterans, what is it that they need that that you can help them with? You know, if you had to sort of rank the problems or the issues or the needs.
It's a little bit different for every veteran. What I would say, you know, in regards to veteran benefits, 48% of veterans are pulling down what they're entitled to. Now, the counter to that is 52% are not, and we have a lot of veterans, and so that's one of the things in this county where we're saying, hey, there's a lot of people. Now, they may be aware
And is that because we aren't doing a good job getting the word out to them that all these benefits exist, or is it that people just aren't availing themselves of what?
I think it's both.
Okay.
I think it's both. I think we can always do a better job communicating. There's some people who might have been a veteran and only served 2 years and say, well, I'm probably not entitled to anything. They are entitled to benefits. A lot of times we don't see veterans come to us until they're really in need. They broke a hip or something happened to them. They're 72 years old. Maybe their medical coverage isn't taking care of what they need, so then they start to lean in and say, hey, and it's usually the son or daughters that's saying, Dad, Mom, you were a veteran, you know you can avail yourself to these benefits. And so the message we're trying to get out to is to the veterans, but a lot of times is to the family members to say, hey, we're here, call us, and we're going to try to help. We will help. Our Veteran Services Organization in Oakland County is an advocacy group for veterans. It's not a county VA. It's an advocacy group to saying, hey, you're entitled to this. Let's pull up your forms. Let's see what you're entitled to.
All right, we need to take a quick little break. We'll come right back with some more questions to the Lieutenant Colonel. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back. Lieutenant Colonel, there are also lots of benefits, I understand, that are available for family and family members, even if the veteran, the person who served, is maybe not with us anymore, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we have burial benefits that extend to not only the veteran that they would be entitled to, but also the spouse of a veteran would be entitled to those benefits too. So maybe the veteran passed away previously 10 years ago and his widow then passed away just recently. Family members should be aware of that as well.
Yeah, this is centered in Oakland County, and you partnered in this with Oakland Thrive. Do you see a day where it's going to be more regional?
Yeah, I'm hoping for a day that it's more regional. I think after this campaign, we believe this will be a successful campaign. It already is, because it's all about awareness, and even being here on Channel 7 and doing this interview with you is going to raise that awareness. But we're going to be reaching out to Wayne County and also Macomb County too, and hopefully we can, in this Southeast Michigan area, do a regional Be a Hero, Support a Hero campaign next year when we start this. What
do you need most from average citizens as well as businesses in this area?
I think average citizens, if for this campaign, if they can go to www.oaklandthrive.org/support-a-hero. They can campaign. Every dollar that they're giving will go to the food insecurity, addressing food insecurity with veterans. This Rides on Us, and also in regards to the resource fairs. This Rides on Us is really important. Right here in Southfield, we had a veteran that had dialysis and was having to do an Uber or Lyft, costing him thousands of dollars to go daily to get his dialysis done. This Rides on Us was able to really demonstrate our respect and our gratitude for that veteran in his last days. He is no longer with us, but we were able to significantly reduce his expenditures by over $10,000 in regards to providing something as basic as a ride. So this program means a lot.
You mentioned to me that there are lots of benefits, but that staffing for veteran services have been cut.
Yeah, at the federal level, at the VA, we're seeing in regards to benefits provided to veterans over the last 5-6 years have expanded, especially with the PACT Act dealing with the Middle East. We see more funding that is there, but there's less staff. In the most recent budget, VA has cut staffing at Veteran Administration to provide those benefits, so it's harder to navigate the process when there's less staff. We in Oakland County, in our recent budget that we just passed last week, we've leaned in. Our county commissioners provided the Coulter administration an extra $250,000 to support these resource fairs, and also an additional representative that can service the veterans in regards to the benefits that they're entitled to. So we're leaning in the other direction on this. This is important.
You spent 28 years in the Air Force. Talk a little bit about your own experience, what you were able to get from that, and how that has served you well now in another career.
Yeah, you know, I've said this before. There's always two gifts that you receive. I think every person has in their life. One is the day that they were born, and one is the day that they discover what they were intended to do. And for me, raising my right hand when I was enlisted in the Army really gave me a sense of purpose, a sense of pride to be part of the military, serving our country, serving our communities, and really gave me a sense of direction, of where to go. What I'm trying to do as the Oakland Deputy County Executive in Oakland County, and I have the privilege to oversee this organization and this operation that has always done a great job, but we're really trying to lean in to make sure that we're making every veteran aware of everything that they're entitled to.
Very good. Once again, give that website out.
The website, oaklandthrive.org/support-a-hero, or you could call 248-858-8016.
All right. Lieutenant Colonel, thank you so much for coming
Thank
in,
you so much.
sharing this valuable information, and best of luck with the campaign.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
It's our pleasure.
Appreciate it.
And I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the spotlight. We hope you have a great week.